What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's video, where today we're going to be looking at ONEWE with Universe. Now, I hope this is what the title is called, but that is what I can see. And I first thought this guy is actually ONEWE from Shiny, but no, it's actually a complete different person. It's a completely different group, and I'm very curious about this group because a lot of you guys already mentioned them in the past, and I saw that they released something in 2022, so I'm very curious what they are all about. And let's see. I think it's always exciting to see what new groups bring to the board, especially for me, because you learn from it a little bit. And of course, guys, if you do enjoy the content you see, all you have to do is make sure you hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and of course put your recommendations down below on what you want to see next. I really enjoy making these videos because I want to show my skill set on basically explaining how shots are made, and if we do pause, that is just part of the nature. I would just say let's start with the video and see what it is all about. Very nice with the piano, also with the color tones and the skin tones. Also very nice what you can see here. I love that they did not soften their faces. You can see a little bit of roughness in the skin, which is very, very nice. And on top of that, I love the skin tone as well. It's a little bit more sandy. You know, it has a bit of more of a yellow tone to it, which is nice. This was a very trending color in 2021 when we did an analysis on the company that we worked with. And I can imagine that this is also going to be a trending color in 2022. It's just a very pleasant color on the eyes. It's not so harsh, and that harshness is trending to be out of trend slowly. So let's see what this is all about. Very nice shot here, actually. It's all handheld. It's all just most likely done with hand because it just vibrates a little bit too much, and yet it's also stabilized most likely with the internal stabilization of the camera. I can imagine this actually being filmed just on a Sony a7 III when I look at the quality, and that's totally okay. It shows that, again, you don't need an expensive setup to film something like this, because this looks actually really, really cool. Hold up, what? Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so when I look at this guy singing here, okay, so we have him singing. Look how on sync it is. Sorry, we have to go back a little bit more. That was a little bit too little, but have a look at this. It fits his tone, but when we go to this scene, so good. And then it goes to here. This just seems a little bit out of sync, and we're talking about maybe like 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 seconds. But guys, fix this. When you see this in an edit, don't let these elements go out of sync. I still think that the voice should be supplemented in the video, in the sense of it should be correct with the voice. It's still a music video and not just a dub or a sub. Very nice, actually. I don't know if this is his mother, but it's just beautiful to look at this relationship. I love videos with emotions, and things like this really just get me moving. Really nice. You know, it's all about the storytelling, which is great. One thing you also notice in this MV is that a lot of these shots are very wide. And I think this is something that can be unique. It's something that you can like or dislike. It's up to you. But I like that it's nicely mixed up. You know, it shows a lot of the surroundings. It shows a lot about the characters. And then it also has some nice detailed shots in there. It's a good mix. And also, like I said, I love the color tones. Again, here the lip sync is good. What is going on though? During some of the frames, it just seems it's a little bit off. And also I saw this with him in the first frame as well. A little bit weird sometimes. But I love the color tones here. I love like literally, I just love the colors of what we see here in the sense of the color palettes. This sandy color is beautiful. And we saw just as well that his hair was orange actually. And you can still see it. It matches his pants very nicely. It matches the hay. Really good color combinations. Very nice, actually. Are they actually making a video about the parents, or like, do you know the relationship, or what is going on? Maybe you guys know, put it in the chat. Now it's spot on again. Really good. You can see that with the wide angle shots. And again, it's something you can like or dislike, but you can see that even though the windows are square, they're slowly bulging, you know, it's getting a little bit rounder. Especially you can see it here, for example, it's not going down straight. It starts basically up here and then it starts going to the right a little bit and then back in again. And that's what you get with wide angle lenses. See, again, here we have some more detailed shots. It's a very nice mix. For the people who filmed this, like, I'm not going to say they were professionals, but most likely they are. It just looks really, really clean and focused. Another thing that I actually like about this MV, and you do not see this often, I don't know why I didn't pick this up later, is actually that they show the instruments that people are playing. And most likely they're also playing on set. Really cool. I think this is something that we are slowly missing over the eras. You know, everything is digitalized, everything is made on computer. It's nice that these guys are still playing with instruments. There's a natural touch to it that I still really much like. And it's nice that they're trying to preserve this. This is such a weird angle though, because you can clearly see the distortion on him, for example, on him. Here it's actually because he's in the middle, it's less distorted, but then on this character that you cannot see because it's on a 29:1 ratio or 21:9 ratio. But it's an interesting effect that they're playing with, and I'm happy that they kept going with one lens because it just makes it a little bit more artistic. Oh, they're gonna hide it. I thought they were gonna shoot it into space. Really nice with the instruments. It's really just top notch. I mean, now that I look at it, you can see that this is a proper production, but what I want to say is they made sure that it has its own unique style, and I like the instruments a lot. I mean, I already mentioned this, but I just want to mention it again, guys. We need to bring back real instruments. It's something that we're going to lose over time, but this is cool. It's just refreshing to see again. Like, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to understand the story with the idea of the song and a little bit of the storytelling of the MV. I still think that the MV should tell a story. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is the MV about, you know, that the mother did everything they could, you know, to raise the kid, and now it's his turn to basically be the guiding star? Maybe this is something that I see, but I still think that even if I'm wrong, it's still the story that I picked up. It still makes me feel happy. So you can interpret this completely different, but for me, beautiful storyline so far. And I really hope that these are actually their parents. It's beautiful. Very nice. Even, you know, with the piano, he's still playing it. Most likely they just made the song, or they prepared the song, of course, but they're actually doing one complete cover on the set and just filmed from multiple angles, and it looks really, really nice, actually. And you can see that as well with the piano. It's on beat. He's actually doing the actions that he should. Very, very important. You know, it just makes everything a little bit more believable, and very nice that the camera is now tilting upwards. And there's a scene in the backwards as well. I mean, I don't know how they pulled this off so seamless, actually. Let's go back to actually. How did they do that? Let's analyze this bit by bit, okay? So it seems as if here they started entering a new shot, and because everything is smoked already anyway, they're just able to include it. Or they did the shot twice and there's actually a hill behind them and they filmed them as well shooting fireworks here. Either way, very, very nice. So it's actually a group. So ONEWE is actually a group. By the way, is it ONEWE or is it ONEWE? Which one is it? I think the second one is wrong, so I think it's just ONEWE. Just look at all these people, by the way, that are part of this MV. There are so many people. I mean, they even have a VFX person on there. I didn't even see any of it, but it doesn't really matter. All I want to say, guys, is that this MV is just very nice. I watched it once now, and it makes me really happy. And that's, I think, the most important part about it. You know, we should have MVs that make us happy rather than also just trying to show all the time, look at me, look what we are, look how awesome we are. I think this is something we see a lot in K-pop. It's always about show and tell, but with these kind of MVs, it's more about look at my skills and look what we can do with it. There's something that I miss in K-pop, and it's something that bothers me a little bit, is that we just don't see a lot of musical instruments lately anymore. And it's nice that we can see it here as well. You know, it's nice that we're actually bringing back some roots that are important to storytelling. And I hope that we're going to see more of this in the future, that we don't only look at dancing and singing, which of course are important, but maybe also how the instruments and how the idea of the instruments are being used and utilized. I think this is something that is nice. It just brings a little bit more of a personal touch to the song, and I like that. I think also for itself, the MV is very clean. It has very nice color grades. It has a very nice contrast between the warm tones and the cold tones. The cold tones is actually more about them singing, while the warm tones are more about the storytelling. It's a nice contrast. You know, it's all about the storytelling and making a diversity between the two different shots. Very, very nice. And I hope these guys are going to continue what they're doing. I like the song. I love the storytelling. And like I said already, I hope that those were actually their parents or their moms, because it just adds this real personal touch. Because I'm like, man, how many people would love to make a video where they can bring their parents into a video production? You know, it's so cool to just have this, because once this is produced, you're going to keep it forever, you know, even beyond the times of when they are maybe gone at a certain time. You know, it's a sad moment, but it's something you can hold on to. You know, it's a project you did with them, and it just makes it a little bit more personal. So I really, really like what they did here. I mean, guys, what do you actually think of it? You know, it's also your moment of time to basically tell what you guys think about it. Like I said, it's just it makes me a little bit speechless. It makes me think, damn, this is, what do you call it, heartwarming? Is that the right term? Maybe it isn't. But guys, thank you very much for watching. And like I said, if you got any recommendations on videos like this or any other type of artist, then please just put them in the comments below. I would love to see your recommendations. But for now, I just want to say thank you very much. I hope you subscribed. I hope you liked the video, and I'll catch you on the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy. I know Corona is growing again, but we need to do a job, guys. Like I said at all my videos so far, together we can win. I'll catch you then, guys.